Alright, welcome back for the next episode. We're just going to go ahead and get right into it. I did find this item in the last couple episodes. Not sure how we get to it. I'm going to have to start going this way. Ah, that was really hard to get to. Alright, so there's our map. This is going to be Upper Calrath then. You can see by the name of the map. And so I remember this area from my first playthrough. So I guess we'll just focus on getting to that. Now we ended up putting a vestige seed there because it was a little confusing. So we're ready for that to be confusing here this time. And yeah, this area of Calrath isn't as covered in fire, but there does seem to be flame monsters still. Oh man. That's why. Alright, that makes a little more sense. Oh, shoot. Well, it makes a little bit more sense why we were getting a little messed up by that guy. At least we can go back now. Got a spellcaster here too. Alright, so we'll grab some of these items here. I don't want to go that way just yet. Can we not go through that? Okay, I guess we have to go through it the other way. Some of those guys just power through, fight them. Okay. So then at this point, I'm probably gonna go back, re-rest the vestige since I just cost myself a bunch of health fighting that guy. And getting pulled into the umbral. So we'll rest really quick and run back. Try not to get pulled into the umbral this time. We gotta go this way. We can get this one real quick. I think we can avoid aggroing that guy altogether. So we should be good to just go this way. What does I want from this? Oh, it's because of the umbral exit there. Alright, we'll take this guy out. So make sure we get our heals done. Another flower bed for us if we need it. We'll see. I'm not super worried about it right now. Another umbrella exit if we need it. Alright, so we do the damage to be able to get it out, but the guy still hit us even though he's in the umbrella. Okay, we can do this now. Get that item knocked down. Alright, I hear footsteps. I think there's a guy right up there. So I'll have to go that way in just a second. I want to double check and see what we have out here. Doesn't seem like there's anything. Alright, we'll go up here. Ah, nice. See if you can't lead him out here. We can fight him out in the open. Oh, so you can like fight that off. I wonder what the hands are for, the severed hands. Obviously there's still Umbral characters up that way. I'm not going to worry about them right now. I do want to go up into this because I believe this is where we can put our vestige seed. That'll make him a little bit easier to get to as well. We're gonna throw a vestige here. And then what heals do we have? We don't have any. Alright, we'll rest. I'm gonna go back up to that balcony that we were originally at. We're just gonna work our way back over that way before I start going into this because I want to make sure that we have that area cleared. So let's see if we can get him to go down here. Maybe get the jump attack on him. Alright, doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to. And taking some damage. Alright, that didn't work. I'm gonna rest. And I probably end up just having to jump down, use the jump attack on the two smaller guys, and then end up fighting him again. Which isn't that big of a deal, he's not that tough. Unless he comes over this way. Let's see. Alright, cool. So we can grind severed hands through him. I don't know. Am I stuck over here? Oh, there we go. Alright, so he fell down. I don't know if we killed him or not. I'll work our way back up here. Thankfully we do enough damage, we don't have to really worry about that. Alright, so I don't know how we get to that over there. So I'll go pathway. Yes, there's. Alright. I'll go. Just jump. I'm not sure what exactly that gives us access to. Nice and nice any contestants. That'll be good to have. It's like foggy right there. I don't know if I like that. I kind of messed those guys up now. Let's just jump. Alright. That's everything. I think over here. Just double check. Yeah, you can plant a lot of seeds. There's one there, there's one right up here. Make our way the long way around just because I don't want to take any more fall damage, even though I'm pretty sure we're good with enemies. I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah, what's this? Oh, good thing I was prepared for Saving a little bit of health. Alright. Is it just RPE to pop these? And I think, does that give you another soul play? I'm not sure where to see like the amount of soul play charges, but alright, we're good there. That should be everything. Now we can go back to where we were before. So we can go ahead and rest. We'll go. I guess we'll just also upgrade while we're here. Don't want to lose any of our runes. We're still trying to get to 28, right? Yeah. I'm gonna double check that. So we're trying to use our giant hammer here. Not that one. Okay. So this is 28. And then a lot more weight. So I'm probably gonna switch the runes I have on this one to this one because it will reduce the weight. I probably should have put it on this one anyway, because I'm sure it reduces the weight a little bit more on the heavier weapons. So we'll swap those around when it gets time to use it. I'm not gonna worry about it right now because we're still doing 212, which is great. You know, this is only 243, which, you know, the only reason we're switching to this one is because it also has fire. So we're good for now. Jeez, that almost sounds like an assault rifle. Pop it from this far away? Holy assault rifle, dude. Alright, we kinda got messed up there. I'm not gonna lie.
Honored nobles and fellow visionaries, you placed your trust in me. And did I not deliver on all of my promises? Your coffers overflow. Your influence has never been greater. And your every little desire and indulgence are fulfilled. As you deserve. As it should be. And while there are those who look upon us with contempt, who call us decadent, callous, depraved, these are merely the ignorant and envious whinings of the irrelevant. And what you have achieved so far, thanks to my guidance, well, that is merely the beginning.
Alright, so we're just basically just listening to her, listening to what she's got to say. We could go back and get out of the Umbro, but I'm gonna stay for now. Oh, I guess we can just do this. That'll work. Alright, cool. That up. figure out how to get up there in a minute. Yeah, a lot of Umbral flower beds. One up there, one down here. I think we're gonna be able to use this yet. Oh, we are. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna be our next area. I don't want to go there yet, so we're just gonna go back up. I want to finish exploring this area. I'm surprised. Usually there's like a process to getting those things open. And that's my mistake. Can we jump to that? Taunt. I'm gonna have to switch back to our throwing hands since I used on that mono earlier. And of course that fell all the way down. At least we're getting a couple items that we would have otherwise missed. So, going to Umbral and re-exploring the same area, always good. Alright, so now we can go through here. We'll go up the tunnel. Alright, okay, so this is just there again. Pop back out of the Umbral, but we really don't need to unless there's a reason to up here. We'll see. Oh, that should be it. Alright then, at this point we can go all the way back up. Get stuck on that again. All the way back up. Rest. Come back down this way. And we'll go through it all again. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, that was really all we needed to do. Let's get that. Where's it even telling me to go? Yeah, it's saying go through the walls, but we can't do that, so we're just gonna go down. This one right here, though. Not enough fall. Alright, we're not gonna chase that down. And a vestige for us. Awesome. It's only been about 26 minutes, 25 or so minutes. Those are 28. So at this point, before we start exploring down here, because I don't want to go too much further. Actually, let me just double check. I think this door's locked, right? Yeah. So we don't have the sunless kingdom key. I think we get that a little further that way, but we're gonna go back to Skyrest. I know it's the last thing anyone wants to hear after how last episode was, but we're gonna go back here. We're gonna switch the runes, and I think we can give her a cracked rune fragment now at this point.
So the tablet.
Traveler, there is often no greater misjudgment than power being placed in the hand. Galinda's will only bring misery with the final tablet.
No funny ideas. As long as you're wearing your Galindas already, she'll see those idiots back in Sturl.
Another like you roams more instead, traveler. A man I encountered long ago. A burden which has only increased enormously in the years since. And prolonged exposure to that obscure force, so...
Enough chit-chat. Enough chit.
Alright. So we're gonna take the rune off of this one. We can actually put 2 on this one. Oh, it's also dex scaling. I'm just gonna do, since we're almost always dual wielding, we'll do that. And then we're going to remove off of this one, put it onto this one. Oh, I guess we didn't even have to remove it. And then we're going to reduce weapon weight of this one. So this is going to put us at, does it tell you? It's still 34.4, but we're able to hold it without losing any, without losing our medium, so we're good. Surprising. So we're good in the encumbrance. We can start putting points into vitality at this point. So we're probably going to go up to 25. No, we'll go up to like 30 on vitality. We'll just keep getting health. That reduces your health a lot. That is not worth it. I guess we could increase our Radiance and Inferno a little bit too, just so we could get more of those item descriptions, but I think I'm going to stick to what we have. So we can keep this too. And that was a one-time use. I did not mean to do that. Awesome. Just wasted that. That would have been great to have. Oops. Alright, so didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. We did get another Sanguinariax. However you want to pronounce that, we got another one of those, but we can't use it yet because we need 2. Now we can do a lot more damage. We can use the Grand Hammer that we've been wanting. So we're good for the next episode. At this point, I'm going to just fast travel to the vestige that we were at in the mines. And where are we at? 31. We can go a little bit more. We'll just go and see this area. All right. Definitely seems like a pretty powerful weapon. Alright, so I remember the mines from when I did my original playthrough with my buddy a long time ago. And I remember there being some sort of confusing areas and parts of this one. Simply because you get kind of looped around, right? Because the mines, they all look the same, right? So you gotta a little bit keep track of where you're going. Didn't give me that time. Yep, and I remember that there being a trap. So this back to where we were. I don't think we can get over there just yet. Alright, I guess we should just go umble. We're back here. Yep, alright, keep going. Alright, I guess I just went into Umbro for nothing. Sorry about all the skips. I don't know why my Steam notifications still come on when I'm in Do Not Disturb mode. So watch your step there. We're already Umbro, so we don't have to worry about that. I guess so it is worth it to fall down there. So we're just gonna fall down real quick. You know what? Maybe it's worth it if you check your health ahead of time. So we're gonna have to go back there anyway. Can't open that yet. Alright, sorry about that again. We just keep getting, it seems like every one of my friends is getting on Steam right now, and for some reason, Steam is the one thing that's not spit it out of server. I know I said that already, but I'm just gonna keep having a cut for every person that gets on Steam. I get the notifications here because I don't want to accidentally dox them or anything like that. Which also means that I'm gonna have a pain editing this episode. I guess it's a good thing we came back. I missed that. I mean, it's just poison cure. It's not the greatest item, but. I guess we were doomed to follow that anyway. That is like really bright for that sector there. Why is this not working? There we go. Alright, so it looks like we can get down there. We might have to take the umbral damage. Not quite. Good. It does cost to heal though, so I don't know what that item is, but better be worth it. Yeah, no, that's like a super weak sword. Alright, we'll keep going. What I like about this game, compared to some of the other Souls-like games I've played, I guess not Remnant, because Remnant's pretty similar, but it's very linear. Like you can obviously explore the side paths, but if you keep going and just like make sure you're exploring side paths like along the way, aside from the umbral stuff that you can miss and accidentally doing quests early, you're basically going to be doing everything. So this is going to be the main area where we started. We can pull that lever. I think that opens that door. Yep. Now at this point we can drop down, grab the item from this side. And I think we cleared all that this way. I don't know what's down there. I'm hoping, we'll have to jump across that. I'm hoping this goes back to where that jump was. Yeah, this should be the other side of that. Cool, so we got that. I think that's everything at this point. Can I go that way? No, I can't. This back where our vestiges? I see the gate. I'm not sure. I think this is. Yeah, so if we go that way, we're going back that other way. I'm a little turned around right now. Okay, there we go. It's back the way we came. So we're eventually gonna have to go back that way. Alright, real quick before I forget, jump down there. I think this is the same flame bit from before. Yep, it is. Okay. Alright, so we're exactly where we need to be to call it an episode at this point. So we can go back up here. And go back over here. And we can rest at our vestige. At this point, all we're going to do for the rest of the next episode is continue going back that way. We're going to clear that rest of that bottom part of the mine, and then we should be done with the mines, or pretty close to our next area here. So we'll go ahead and rest really quick. Alright, and thank you for watching. We'll try to pick back up for the next one right in the same spot and go continue on right through the mines. So thank you very much, and like and subscribe.